I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be doing a feed in this space on Reiki. I want to kind of talk a little bit about energy healing in general. So give it a second so I can share this out and people can find me. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I want to kind of do like a general Reiki video, just talk about different types of energy healing that I'm into. And maybe like I'll talk about how I got into Reiki and things like that in the first place. So give it a minute so people can find us. I'm kind of doing my coffee and chill time before doing my video. Hi, I'm just waiting for a couple more people to find us and I'll get started. I'm going to be talking about Reiki, but more energy healing in general. I was telling my boyfriend that I just say Reiki for any kind of energy healing. I look at, energy as what makes up everyone and everything, and it's also pretty much one of my abilities. I notice I'm drawing on certain people to me on my journey, and I say drawing because if you are watching my video, you're probably in one of my areas or spaces or got led to me in some type of way. Very divine encounters going on here. So I usually just use Reiki as a general word to describe energy, like when I'm sending healing energy, because then it's, easy for people to understand. Like I'm sending you Reiki, and people get it. There's a lot of words for that same energy. Some people refer to it as chi, prana. The Egyptians will refer to it as ka a lot of the time. So there's a lot of kind of the same words. To me, that it's all source energy. It doesn't matter what type of healing people are really doing, because there's so many types of like energy healing going on and things like that. But for me anyway, I'm channeling source energy. I'm very galactically connected. I do all of my work, as a starseed on a galactic assignment too. So I do it all, very interdimensional healing I do. I got into Reiki. I began to wake up, right? Began to wake up to there's more to life. I was always on a very spiritual path anyway, like even asleep I was into the same type of things. It was just kind of weird to me, but I was into things like the chakras, holistic healing already. A lot of the school I went to was geared towards, science and the stuff I'm into now anyways. I had a lot of the same interests like with astrology anyway, but I got sick. Like a lot of people do, the healers, the empaths, right? We're taking in toxic energy all day long. I can't even imagine now looking back, right? So clearly I was getting sick from going through this. I would say I had some degree of heavy metal toxicity. And I kept going to the doctors anyway because I was in a car accident, a real bad one. So I was always going to the doctors anyway, and they're just giving me pills and more pills, right? And then something else is wrong, and they're like, take some more pills. And ultimately, they weren't helping heal me, right? I was still having to take pills, and I wasn't healed. So I began to get more into, because I already was finishing school for alternative medicine, I began to look into types of energy healing. And I came off of a bunch of pharmaceuticals. I did this on camera, too. A lot of people can remember I was still detoxing, from day one in my mission. I was beginning to detox all this crap out of my body. And so I'm going through this process very rapidly. As soon as I came off of the prescriptions, I began to get my abilities back that they pretty much suppressed my abilities that I didn't even know I had, right? And so, what's happening is the frequencies are going up on this planet, and I'm letting go of the garbage, and suddenly I'm getting flooded back with these type of spiritual, psychic type abilities. And I'm having this kind of like rapid awakening, and it would happen really fast where I remember that I could heal, that I was a healer. I had like a sick dog around me, and I just knew that I could heal this dog, right? And that started me on my Reiki journey. I went and found a Reiki master. I had like 3 anyways the entire time that I studied Reiki. I got some teachers, right? I started studying energy healing. I didn't stop there. I kept going with a bunch of classes, different modalities, because I was kind of in the beginning trying to figure out what kind of healing I was doing. I already had this, healing that I was doing that wasn't fitting in the Reiki box. It wasn't fitting in any of these healing modalities. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing here always, right? Like I have these abilities and I'm trying to figure out how to use them best, right? So I didn't stop there. I most resonate with a lot of the galactic or Egyptian healing modalities. I think that a lot of Egyptian modalities came out of Atlantis teachings. And I most resonate with that type of healing, which is using this source energy. I like to teach people, since I've been on this journey, that I'm not special in any way, that I believe everyone can fine-tune themselves on a spiritual level to be doing these same things that I am, to be accessing this life force energy all around us, right? There's energy all around us. And Reiki to me is about learning how to harness those forces around us. And it's not just for healing. That's a good point too, because I was just in this class a few weeks ago and this person was talking about how a lot of people come to this for healing, not enlightenment. This energy can be used for enlightenment, for healing, for manifesting, for just improving your, reality. It can be used for powerful things like jumping timelines, right? Stargates and crazy paranormal type things that people probably forgot have existed for a long time. And, we're just having this shift in consciousness where if people aren't spiritual yet, they're gonna be. That people are going to realize that there's more to life than this and remember who they are and what we're all doing here ultimately. So it's kind of happening in waves like the energy. And Reiki is an amazing way for me because I was always trying to help people that didn't want to be helped when I was asleep, right? I don't know if you guys are empathic and know what I'm talking about. I was always trying to help people, and I've always been very service to others, and clearly they didn't want help. I found that with Reiki, the people that generally come find me, and they usually want help. They want to change at that point. When they're coming to find me and messaging me or whatever with my job, usually people are at a place where they're either looking for answers or they're willing to change or willing to, delve into the spiritual on some level. So I find Reiki as a good invitation to be assisting people too, because I want to be here of service, kind of doing my mission. So with Reiki, I found a way to do that, to balance things in that kind of way. I found it's an amazing energy exchange. Connie, we're just talking all things Reiki right now. A lot of you people are probably having those experiences that through Reiki I've had a lot of divine encounters and spiritual experiences sent my way. People will come find me and things like that. It's just been really, really amazing. This energy is around us. Like I said, it's around everyone and everything. I believe that, you can become adept with it. So we're talking about harnessing this life force energy, which clearly if it's making up you, your experiences, things like that, and we're learning how to manipulate it, as in to send it to people for healing, as in to how to put it into manifesting things for you in your own life. Pretty much everything I'm into, I'm always using these energy shifts for healing and manifesting and just trying to know how to flow with the universe. For me, my God is energy. I don't know about you guys. This is the closest to God I've got. Would be a lot of these crazy energies that I've been to. Like, I have very spiritual experiences in Jerusalem, and it took me very close to that source, that creator, and I've had ones like that here in the United Kingdom, go into some of these really spiritual places in the right energies. To me, that is what it is. It is a source energy that is a lot of the time referred to as like intelligent infinity, but it clearly can communicate with us, right? It's an intelligent energy source. It is conscious. It is aware. It is guiding us in every, step of our journey. It is, the one override. It doesn't matter how much we are using our free will, that is going to keep us on track with our lessons, with our fate, where we're meant to be in so many levels. And this energy is all around us. So in order to really harness this energy, you need to have a connection with this source energy, right? How are you going to be channeling energy? You need to have a really good connection with source, right? Because you're going to need to be connected to that source of energy to be channeling and harnessing it and sending it out to people or assisting people with it. It's everything that I'm always trying to talk about, how we can, first off, I always say we're the three components, the mind, body, and soul. We need to detox the physical body. This is a receiver of that energy. So if we're all polluted with, and it could be the emotional bodies too, right, that are very connected to the physical. If we're all polluted on a soul level or an emotional body level, it's going to affect the physical body. But same with toxins. We really need to be detoxing too. Continuing to purify that receiver and fine tune it. And we're going through an entire, system overhaul with this ascension in terms of the human body and the design of it. It's changing rapidly. So we're able to hold more and more of this light and energy too on so many levels. It really was helpful to me though, because I had a lot of programming, and so then I figured out really fast that my thoughts are really affecting my energy and my aura. What I'm thinking about, right, is really going to affect my vibrational frequency on so many levels. So it was just like such a game changer for me to get into this, energy healing kind of path, because then it taught me how reality really works, right? I had been led to believe things were one way, and when I could, reprogram my mind and the things I was thinking about, you know, work on detoxing, you know, make sure my energy was on point. It's like a serious game changer for you in your life. Like, it'll totally transform everything about your reality if you're willing to put in this work. And you're seeing it. Like, you wouldn't believe the stories that I hear where people come to my inbox and they're like, I started watching your videos and you wouldn't even believe that through doing this work I've changed my entire life for the better. I know people are, because they're not understanding, you know, that we're getting doused with metals, and then when you can do this detox with the chlorella or delve into the healing, it just makes such a difference. Good morning. Reiki questions. We're talking about what is Reiki? Life force energy that is all around us. Good. More self-healing a lot of the time, hopefully. The people that are led to my videos are real adept spiritually. Yeah, I know. Real adept, like healers, the people on the about to be on a healing mission type path. Maybe people that need some healer training, but the way I look at it, you know, the way that I channel it's for people that can understand, you know, pretty adept spiritual concepts. I'm not able to do the chakra 101 very good, although I try, right? I'm not able to do it very good because of the channelings that I'm doing galactically. So I really do look at it like I'm drawing the healers and the grid workers to me and all the light workers. Like, you should see my perspective in this ascension. It's mind-blowing because I get to watch all you guys either about to start your missions or on them every day, right? I see the people that are on their missions every day and just making the world a better place, and it's really amazing. Alright, so where are you at? We're talking about healing. Alright, I'm going to kind of go all over the place. I was doing, I teach a few different types of healing on my website. I'm just going to kind of go into some that, you know, I've been attuned to and I like. I really like Egyptian type healing, whether it was like, I know there's one that's like an Atum Ra one we have, and then I have the Pyramids of Isis and the Sekhem. I really like these a lot because it's more about connecting in with that source energy. And it kind of, those kind of healing modalities reminded me a lot of Atlantis. I'm always trying to get back to like my galactic self, right? They have a reminder of Atlantis. I know that a lot of stuff that came out of Egypt came from Atlantis, so it's really, really similar. And I'm always trying to get like as close to those healing modalities as I could. I do the blue star healing and galactic ones, which I really, really resonate with, because the celestial blue star healing is like a mix of Egyptian and galactic, and I really, really like those kind of energies. They're really powerful. For me, I had to like keep expanding with the Reiki. If you guys are trying to get into energy healing, I saw someone leave a comment. You guys should check out the Usai Reiki classes I do. They are really good. I tell people to start there of all the places, right? Why there? Why did I start with Usai Reiki in that place? I mean, there's so many healing modalities, right? Because I feel that it gives people a really good basic understanding of energy and how to connect with that energy through the traditional Reiki symbols that are used in the Usai Reiki. It's a really good place to start. Even when you're going into other modalities, you probably want that Usai Reiki background so that you can understand the system and how it works, because a lot of these other systems are built on that. Like suddenly, right, energy healing is becoming popular and people start writing their own modalities, and a lot of them have branched off from that. We're doing Reiki. I love it. Alright, you know that I teach energy healing classes too on my site, right? You guys, I just send you the video. I like videos. We're doing remote learning because we're spread all out throughout the world. I'm noticing the light workers, right? I'm over here and we're in these different grid areas making this consciousness grid. Yeah, I teach, I send you the material like handbook and video, and I attune you when you're ready. When I do any kind of Reiki attunements or any kind of class attunements, I do them differently. A lot of you guys are my students on here, right? I'm noticing. But when I do any kind of Reiki or any kind of class attunement, it doesn't matter what kind, I do a third eye activation and DNA activation with it. Because it's really a level up. I found it goes good with it. I'm trying to like get everyone activated anyway with my mission, right? We need to further activate. Most of us are starseeds or light workers, and it really helps. So I do it with it. It's really powerful to get everyone where they need to be energetically too. When I have my attunements, and I still am getting attuned a lot, that it really was powerful in opening my chakras in the first place, getting Reiki attuned, that it, you know, opened my crown furtherly and made sure the energy was flowing really good through me. It's a really good place to get started. Yes, we need to heal this whole planet. I hope you guys are feeling that pull. That's why we're having an energy chat here today. How are we going to do this? Energy you know, having people detox and energy healing, I think. Love, light, energy, what do people need, right? More support, more encouragement, and things are getting crazy on this planet. I just saw we have a huge element of air right now with Gemini, right? A huge element of air. We have lots of air flying around, but you can look at that like source energy, right? That it wants us to create and channel it and harness it in ways. So we see a lot of air. I heard that on a post I just saw there were like 500 tornadoes in America in the past month. So we see that the air element, since we're in Gemini, is kind of taking center stage right now. We have a lot of energy flying around. We're going to continue to go through this ascension, which is energy. We're seeing a lot of these ascension energies are amplifying. So for me, I kind of just had to switch paths. Like once I found out what's happening with ascension and enlightenment and shifting in consciousness, I had to just kind of go down this all spiritual path I'm on right now, right? Because we're going to keep on getting hit with crazy energy on this planet. It's changing our DNA. It's, you know, going to affect all of humanity. And everyone's kind of sick on the planet at the same time and going through some very hard lessons in Earth School. And I'm very grateful that we've made it past into the light, into an enlightenment. So once you kind of get to that place, naturally your soul will generally lead you to a role of service. That you evolve to a certain place. This is where everyone will end up. Yes, even the asleep. That we will evolve to such a place that you will want to serve. That you'll want to serve the Creator. That's how we can get close to Source. In so many ways. Reiki is also another way to amplify your abilities. People are like, well, I want to be more psychic. I want to tune into these abilities of the fifth dimension everyone's talking about. Well, through service, you can really level up fast, and you'll get back your abilities a lot faster. You know that any energy you're putting out comes back to you. So if I'm healing someone and sending them divine energy, that divine energy also is affecting me, right? So it's one way that we can kind of level up and tune in faster and better. A lot of you guys are figuring that out through helping other people. It makes you feel really good too. You ever have like an encounter where you do something nice for someone and they'll light up? Well, it usually lights you up too. Yeah, Gaia is harnessing some serious energy. I told someone this morning, and I'm not joking, I feel like I'm at ground zero for incoming galactic energy and ascension energy on this planet where I am in the UK. You should hear how windy it is outside. It sounds crazy. I love it though. I was just listening to it like I was taking a bath and listening to the wind for like an hour, and it sounds so crazy. It's very powerful, the energy that's coming in this planet right now. It's mind-blowing. Source energy, pure incoming source energy, you know, cosmic rays, photons of light waves. Yeah, I'm getting back to energetic basics. Seriously, doing this ascension. It makes me feel better that I know how to navigate these energies. I can use them to manifest. I can use them to heal, so that I can kind of go with the flow more, right? I found that I was working a lot harder too, that you'll always be running around if you're trying to go against the universe. When you can learn the energy shifts and what's happening, then you can know when to rest, when to move, when to get things done. It just helps a lot. Alright, I'm saying hi. Anyone have any energy questions while I'm here, right? Any energy questions, anything you want to know about? Yeah, things are going good. We're really getting to a place with this ascension, let's just say. I put up some writing about it this morning. Everyone's talking about, like, it feels like things are getting worse on the planet, but trust me, they are not. What's happening is we're just seeing more and more of what was already there. We're just seeing more and more of what was already here. So if things look like they're getting worse around you, they're really not. We're just seeing more and more of how things really are too. Let's see. Yeah, we're feeling more and more of this energy around us too. The more that we're on this spiritual path, the more that we're aligned with divine will. This is a powerful energy. I was trying to talk about it before I did crazy things like move to the UK, or I felt this, you know, source energy around me, but I've seen miraculous things. I've seen this energy like come together to align everyone around me, to move me, or to do things around me in my life. It's really mind-blowing to me, like how this energy can just assemble everyone and everything in any way that it wants. It's just mind-blowing. This energy is so powerful, and we're going to learn how to work with this energy more and more so that we can learn how to create and manifest with it. It's what the universe wants. It made us so that I could have this experience and that we could harness it into creative ideas and things like that. So for sure, we're going to be tuning into this energy more and more. How do you keep your energy? Perfect questions, yes. How do you keep your energy high when you work a 3D job? A lot of the times it's not like you can go sage your job, right? If you bring sage in these places, yeah, right. I use the violet flame. I would just literally, like, before you go in there every day, like, I would just picture the whole building on fire in purple flame, because that will help burn away any, like, lower frequencies or lower vibrations. That's like doing sage where you can't sage, right? If you ever have, like, you know, low vibe family house that you go to and you can't sage it, or, you know, some kind of place that's low vibe, I like to put entire buildings in the violet flame, like the palace here. Like the palace, you know, just visualize the whole building burning up in purple flames, but it works really good. And, you know, I'm testing this stuff out, and when I was at the real palace and we did that, it was like the people came running out of there like it was really on fire. So I'm just going to say it. I would be using the violet flame in places that you can't sage. If your job's draining you, maybe try to see if you can manifest something more in alignment with you. It's hard because that's the design of the matrix. Yeah, it's just the design of things here, because it keeps us having to work for money, right? Keeps us having to go to work just to pay for our rent and basic things. I know how you feel, because I do Prison Planet too, like everyone else. You guys see I'm up in the morning, right? Doing my job. And I'm kind of in that flow even though I'm unplugged, but what I had to do was I had to make a job I could deal with. I think that if we can get creative too, that we have abilities, we have things that we could be doing. I know that's hard to do. Or we could be doing jobs more in alignment with us. We can be instant manifesting now too. So I think that a lot of people are going to get to a place where they need to manifest something better with their jobs. Like they're like I was telling my boyfriend, he had a job he manifested so many years ago. And I'm like, don't you think you could manifest something better now that you're awake too? And like, you know, more in alignment with yourselves. So for sure, do the usual. Put yourself in white light after you get out of the shower every morning. Every night before the astral, just visualize yourself either in a white bubble of light, you know, protection barrier, something like that. Use the violet flame. Think about, you know, should you be manifesting another job? We can manifest anything we want easily, we're going to find now with these new energies. For sure, I'm reading these. So I use the violet flame when I'm in these places. I try to just stay high vibe. I like to astral travel while I'm at work. Right, let's talk about it. I'm meditating. I'm in a meditative state while here a lot, right? I like to just travel to the Akashic, right? I'm in my third eye. So for sure, you're in your mind a lot when you're in 3D, right? They put you on their time constructs. At least if you're there, try to daydream about good things that'll keep you high vibe, like whether it's stuff you're manifesting with your paycheck, stuff you're gonna do when you have a day off, stuff you're gonna manifest with your paycheck, because it'll really help pass the time. Do like positive affirmations, like you're gonna get a raise. You're gonna get a raise or a bonus. Try to practice manifesting at work. I tell people, I know a lot of people that are like waitresses, and I told this girl like a week ago, I was like, if you are like in the service industry where you get tips, you should be practicing with your abilities, like thinking you're gonna get tons of tips. You're gonna get tons of cash at work, right? Practice with your abilities if you're in a job like that. Take salt baths. I like salt. I'm using it here to do a lot of healing. And I like salt because, you know, they use salt in magic. I don't know too much about it, but I know that in every witch movie I ever seen, they use, like, the salt circles. And they're like, oh my god, the bad guy can't go in here. Protection, right? So I like to think that if you're taking a bath with salt, that you get out and it will protect your aura long after you've been in the bathtub, too. It offers you a lot of protection. If you have, like, holes in your aura or issues like that, it'll help repair it. It's really good for what we're doing. It detoxes you. More salt. Like, I would just throw it in your schedule, like, take a bath at night or in the morning like I'm doing, or whatever. I know people don't have bathtubs. They have salt scrubs like I'm reading on the comments, for sure. More salt. Oh, I love this. I'm reading Marina's. I love Great Britain. Yes, I'm going back to the rocks in a couple weeks. I'm doing some crazy healing here, but I'm doing real good and I love it. Like, I'm doing amazing, right? Doing amazing and still coming to work. No, I'm doing awesome here, and we got some really fun stuff planned. Like, I'm over here manifesting crop circles and more trips to the rocks. We're doing the solstice there, and I've never been for the summer solstice, and it's going to be mind-blowing. And I'm camping there. Yes, I've been camping there. That's crazy for your energy, right? Yes, we went camping several times there. It was, like, on my bucket list, which is crazy, at the rocks. It's crazy. Yes. Can we focus on manifesting? We have enough crap going on. We need to get back to healing and manifesting all the time, right? For sure. This is like crazy energy to be creating with. I know, I'm reading this. Yes, I tried to sage the palace. I'll be staying out of those timelines. This time is not, these places are not what you think. I know we think we're living on one unified planet. I'll be staying away from those timelines. But the sage worked so crazy, it was mind-blowing too, right? It was like one vibe, and then you just pull the sage out, and it just completely, so obvious, changed the entire frequency of the entire area, just saging. So I think this planet just needs some more sage and Reiki on so many levels. I'm sending you guys lots of love. I'm going to get off here because I'm just kind of playing around. But for sure, more salt. I put like 3 cups of salt in there. If you guys have more questions real quick. I'm just kind of hanging out doing coffee. But we got some good vibes on here. Be around people that are healers, magic makers, right? I love it. My whole feed is like all light workers, every person. I don't have like one single sleeping person on my feed probably. Family included. Got rid of everyone. And it just feels so good on my Facebook being around the healers and people manifesting and aligned spiritually. Good. Heather just came back from the desert, ready to manifest. Yes, let's get to work. I know everyone thinks they don't have any work to do. That's people's egos. They're convincing them everything's great, probably, the elite and everyone, right? Everything's going great. It's fine as everything's crashing and burning, right? But we do have a lot of work to do rebuilding. And we're going to have to practice our manifesting. Myself, too. I'm just learning how to do it. I was joking with someone this morning. I said, I am an empath, and I am just trying to navigate clearly dating and ascension at the same time, right? And I'm just doing the best I can around here, all right? Just trying to navigate my own ascension with all these crazy energies and everything happening at the same time. So we're just kind of trying to navigate this ascension, whether people are aware of it or not. So, you know, I'm just doing the best I can over here, but I'm making real good shifts in my own life. Me and my boyfriend are staying really focused just on teaching and healing, right? We're teaching these classes, we're healing. I'm getting him on video more, too. He's going to do a tantric video tomorrow. So we're kind of coming together, playing mission like we do, right? We're focusing on healing and manifesting and just doing a lot of really intense stuff. So you guys should be feeling the need to rebuild around here. Yeah, we're still always rebuilding ourselves and our lives and everything around us. We just have a lot of work to do. Those that are awake and are doing this inner work are really, you know, starting to create the new earth, whether we realize it or not. Those people that have shifted into the 5th dimension frequencies and we're kind of learning how to manifest and create here, our realities are the new earth. Not everyone is tuned into that frequency, and clearly the old isn't part of this. So we're going to continue to, you know, build our own worlds and realities and make them better places. And these are going to be the foundations of the new earth. Like all of our realities, the awake, are going to be what's kind of standing in the end of this. So we have a lot of rebuilding to do with ourselves too. Stay focused on your energy. If you guys aren't taking chlorella, please get some. I'm just going to have to say that on every video. If you're not taking chlorella, please, for the love of God, get some, because that will make sure that, you know, it's detoxing any toxins out. It's good for your third eye, your DNA. Like ascension, what we need, right? According to the aliens, we need a bunch of chlorella. But if you haven't done a detox of it, please get some, because it'll affect your frequency. Just having not detox, trying to do this ascension, you'll vibrate so much higher. So if you're not on the chlorella, please get some. I know, best advice of the day, right? I always forget because we have people coming in and out of these areas or people new finding us. So for sure, make sure you're on the chlorella at the least. Like, seriously, I tell people, because I know not everyone's going to go get a bunch of vitamins. At the least, people should be taking, like, the chlorella and turmeric. It'll really help your third eye, though. We know that in a lot of places they use this for enlightenment. Yeah, seriously. Invest in vitamins for yourself, though. Because with this ascension, you know, if we have metals in our body, it really affects our energy. We're like radio receivers. We're trying to connect back to our source, this energy, right? Which communicates with us, leads us around, you know, with your intuition and things like that. So it really just throws us off in frequency, and the higher that you're vibrating, the more connected you are to that source energy, you know, to your internal guidance, everything. All right, I'm getting off of here.